Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the We Run on Coffee podcast. I'm Erica,
And I'm Marissa.
and we are hitting you. We're not hitting you.
We're
I'm
not
so
hitting you.
sorry. We are
We're,
we are
we're on
coming at you.
non-violent
We're
today.
non-violent podcast. Don't worry. We're coming at you today with our 2025 goals and manifestations. I'm so excited. Oops, I turned my volume down. Um, we're a mess today. I don't know why. We can't speak. I can't get anything right. It's just one of those days.
It
However,
is.
we're gonna have a great episode. I'm actually really excited. I've been thinking about this episode and I've been pumped for it. I'm pumped.
I
Pumped, pumped,
know.
pumped. She's pumped. Anyways, I'm hyper, I'm crazy, and I make no sense. Welcome to the podcast. I hope this
Welcome
isn't your
back.
first time listening. Or maybe if it is, you'll like it. Anyway, we do this every year, but we're a little bit late this year. So I know you guys are listening to this second week of February. I don't know what date, but second
hmm
week of February. But that's
It's
okay
probably
because
almost Valentine's Day, so I hope you're in
oh,
love.
I hope you're in love. I'm crying. You're right. It probably is almost Valentine's Day. It is the 12th. Yeah, so 2 days. Oh my gosh.
Yay.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And if not, you also have Galentine's tomorrow as you guys
Well,
are
I
listening.
by in love, I mean with yourself, with the
Yeah,
people around you, with your
100%.
dog,
Your
with
life,
your
anything.
breakfast. I don't know.
Love it. Your coffee.
Yeah.
You're a coffee girl or a guy or a person.
hmm
Um, anyway, I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this. I think it's going to be good. I have some exciting goals to share with you guys. I feel like we haven't really talked about our goals at all to each other, so I'm actually
I
pumped.
know.
Like it's going to be interesting.
Some of mine are really
Yeah.
like numerical based.
Ooh, I like that
So I'm
though.
excited about that.
Smart goals.
Well,
Um,
kind of.
yeah, mine aren't always very smart, but anyway, let's look ahead. What do you have coming up? I don't have a lot to be honest with you.
I also don't have a lot, but I have to talk about something.
Ooh,
So
okay.
TikTok officially got banned
Yes, that's right. I was
last
gonna
night.
ask if this affects you. I was
Well,
gonna
it doesn't
ask.
affect me that much, but I
Okay.
still think it's silly because have you seen like the clips of the guy in the Supreme Court, like the case that's been
No.
going on?
No.
Basically, the Supreme Court is like convinced that the CEO of TikTok is Chinese. He's
Yeah.
not. He's Singaporean. And
Okay.
he says that a million times in
Yeah.
like his arguments.
Mm-hmm.
So like, so you're born in China. He's like, no, I'm was born in Singapore. He said, your parents are Chinese. He said, no, they are Singaporean. Like it's just him having to
Yeah.
convince them the entire time that he's not from China and he has no colleagues in China and it has
Uh-huh.
nothing to do with the federalist government of China.
Yeah.
But I just think it's very silly that like I understand the like why we're worried about it. I understand that we're worried
Yeah.
about our data, but I also understand that there's other things that we should probably be a little bit more worried about too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. I just think it's silly and I think that it's going to affect a lot of people and I hope that we can figure out how to see our content in other ways. But I
Yeah.
did see something that makes me excited. You and I probably grew up in like I know you for sure. We grew up in the phase of long form content.
Yeah.
Like we all watched YouTube videos growing up.
Yes.
And
I
then
still do. I love it.
as I mean, I love YouTube videos still too, but I do think that like as we grew older, like attention spans got a little bit shorter. So we got short form content. And then even TikTok started expanding into longer form content. You could make a 10-minute video on TikTok.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting to see how that's going to like pivot if people are
Mm-hmm.
going to revert back to wanting long form content or what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was my thought.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah,
I
I
also
was
thought like TikTok was supposed to be banned at like midnight and it happened at like 10 p.m. last night and everybody was like,
yeah.
we had 2 more hours.
I know, I did see that. I saw everyone was getting like the little notification or whatever. I don't have TikTok, you guys know that I haven't had it for a long time. So I was like, I'm obviously not worried personally.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know. I'm choosing to trust in that the government knows things about it that we don't. That's what I'm
that's
choosing to
true.
believe.
Yeah.
And that's the case most of the time. So that's why I'm choosing to believe that. But I also am easier to let go of it because I'm not on it. So I'm like, whatever. I also think people are signing up for new stuff that looks also very sketchy. And I just think
hmm
it's danger zone. So I'm just going to stick to my Instagram and mind my own. I'm
Yeah.
just going to try to be playing it safe. I'm just Instagram, YouTube. That's where you can
Yeah.
find me. And if you don't want to find me, you can go to the other ones.
Yeah. I know, and it's really silly
It's so
because we just started this
crazy.
video stuff and I just started
I
TikTok like for the
know.
podcast and like
I
we
know.
were
I kind of
getting
forgot
decent
about that.
numbers on there. So like it's a little
Yeah,
bit like sad and
that is
frustrating
a
from
bummer.
like my point of view that I just started like collecting this
Yeah,
data and stuff from there. But
that is
that's
a
the only
bummer.
thing. I guess I'm not super like frustrated from my point of view of like not being able to consume the content because I can find content elsewhere.
Elsewhere, yeah.
But I
Huh.
like from like a business or podcast point of view.
Yeah.
It's a little bit frustrating
It
though.
is. It's a bummer. Yeah, that's how I've been viewing it. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna trust that like there's something bigger here that we probably
Hmm.
don't know. But also like, yeah, it's a bummer and that is a lot of people's jobs and that sucks. And I'm just
Yeah.
thankful it's not mine,
Yeah, I
to be
think that
honest.
it's gonna cause like a big wake in people like
Yeah.
I mean influencers like I think people said on TikTok like they make their most money from TikTok
Yeah.
and like they don't make money from other platforms as much. So I
Interesting.
think it'll be interesting to see like how it affects like the
What
influencer
happens?
space.
Yeah. Yep. I'm honestly like sounds really bad, but like I'm kind of excited to pray on the downfall of TikTok because I'm hoping more people come to Instagram because I just love it
I
over
guess that's
there.
true.
I have a good like my, you know how they call it the For You page, but on Instagram it's just like whatever, the feed. My feed's really good. I feel like it's very tailored. I've been thinking that for a long time though, just because I put time into it.
Hmm.
But I'm like kind of selfishly like, oh, maybe we'll have a little bit more creators to watch on Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I do
that's the
think
thing.
it's interesting though because like I've used Instagram Reels. Like I kind of go back and forth in between the
Yeah.
two. Like Kyle's exclusively uses Instagram Reels, but
Yeah,
I
same.
think it like seeing how tailored the TikTok algorithm can be, like it's
Yeah.
literally called the best algorithm. Like
Yeah.
they call it that and like you see it when you use it. It is really tailored. So I
Yeah.
think it takes a lot more time for like Instagram and Facebook and YouTube to like
Mm-hmm.
learn
Catch
what
up.
you like.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's fair and maybe that's what like the government is a little bit more worried about that it is like
Like,
reading
why
it
is it
a
so
bit better.
good? Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be like frustrating maybe to like the younger population that they're not
Yes.
getting the
They're gonna be
content
like,
that they
it's not
want
as
right away.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does take time. I like it. I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's interesting. I forgot that that happened. And then once I remembered, I was like, wait, I don't remember if Marissa was on TikTok, but I forgot that you were for sure posting the podcast stuff. I
Yeah.
forgot about
I
that.
was, but like it's not like I don't use it all day every day. Like
Mm-hmm.
I use it maybe when I'm going
Yeah.
to bed. Like I'll
Yeah.
just like
Makes
scroll for a little
sense.
bit, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, what are you drinking? And then we can get into our
Oh,
looking ahead. I
I
forgot.
forgot. I checked it off for some reason. Okay, well, it's because I'm drinking the same thing I was drinking in the last
Oh.
episode, which is I'm just finishing my coffee. It's a breve, but I also do have my water. I'm trying to be better about my water recently, so that's
Mm.
what I've got. What do you got?
I've got my last
Mmm,
spindrift. It is the
yum.
cranberry raspberry, and I'm going to Costco today after this.
Fun.
And usually I would just get like the same pack, but I know it's going to
Yeah.
be gone because it was a holiday flavor pack.
Oh
Or
no.
it's like this one's like specifically a holiday flavor. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
be a little sad that I don't have these ones anymore.
that's sad. You want to give us an ASMR?
There we go.
Ooh, I don't know if they heard it, but I
I
did
don't
not.
know.
We'll
You
see.
did not.
I heard just barely, but not crispy. I just restocked our sparkling water yesterday too, and I actually forgot, or else I would have got one. But I'm so
Mm,
used to being out. I'm like I've been out for a while. I've
hmm.
been doing just all the polars. I just rotate polar flavors.
Yeah.
So
I
good.
just usually get whatever one's on sale or I'll get the big pack at Costco.
Yeah,
But we haven't been at Costco in a while, so I don't know.
yeah. We haven't been to Sam's Club in a while. Oh, oh. I have a friend coming over today. It's part of my looking ahead, so I'll just honestly jump into that.
Okay.
My friend Cheyenne's coming over. I'm really excited. So this is gonna be cool. Cheyenne and I used to do this thing where we would like throw the craziest parties in college. Like,
Oh.
and by craziest, I don't mean like rave, like rager, nothing like that. I mean like yeah, we'd have drinking and whatnot, but crazy in the fact that we would go all out. So I have a YouTube video on our Taylor Swift party. So if you're listening to this and you ever
Mm-hmm,
want to go
hmm.
check it out, it's about to hit 10,000 views. It just keeps getting views over the years.
Wow.
And we made every room in our house a different era of Taylor Swift, which by the way, this was before Eras
That
tour.
was before Era's tour.
Yes, in the opening line of the video is Cheyenne saying, "We're throwing a party that's kind of like all the eras of Taylor Swift." Literally before the party, before the tour ever, like way long ago. And we were
That's
like, "Did
funny.
you predict Eras tour?" But that's exactly what it was. Is we made every room in her house a different album, and we like went full out. We wore wigs and like dressed as different eras of Taylor Swift. It
I
was
remember
so fun.
this.
Yes. So that's like iconic. Is just we call ourselves S&A. Cheyenne and Arika. We're the S&A driving school. We taught people how to drive in college. We're the S&A party planning company. We're very random. But long story short, we haven't done it in a long time, but I reached out to Cheyenne recently because she reached out to me. She's like, dude, I just rewatched the video because it has 9,000 views and I was shook. She's like, I predicted Eras Tour. I'm like, you did. And then I was saying, it's so much fun. I miss doing that. And she was like, should we throw a party for my birthday? I'm like, yes, we
Yeah.
should. So I think we're going to throw another S&A banger party and it's going to be awesome. I'm not sharing the theme on here, but I will tell you
I want
after.
to know. I
Yeah,
can't
I'll
wait
tell
to
you after.
hear.
It's going to be really cool. I'm excited. So anyway, she's coming over today and she just texted me, "Do you care if I come over later instead?" She said there was some drama with her boyfriend's family last night in the middle of the night. I'm like,
Oh no.
T, what do you mean in the middle
Yeah.
of the night? So, anyways, that's one of my things I'm looking forward to is that she's coming over today and
Yay.
we're
And
doing
party
party stuff.
planning.
Yep. So that's going to be really fun. And then the other thing is that tomorrow, and this is all I have today and tomorrow, and then for the next 2 weeks I'm doing nothing except working and doing normal stuff.
Yeah.
But today I have that. Tomorrow we're going to see Wicked. So we have not
Mm.
seen Wicked yet, and I really want to see it in theaters. It's still in theaters. Can't believe it. But I have
Wow.
a feeling it's gonna not be soon. So I'm like, we gotta
Mhm.
hurry if we want to see it. So we're going to see it tomorrow with Angelo, Julie, Dominic, Amelia, and Grace, and it's gonna be fun. I'm excited to see it on the big screen.
I wish I had tomorrow off work.
I know, yeah. I have tomorrow off work. This is actually it's my 4 day weekend, which has been very needed and nice, very relaxing.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, I have to go to work tomorrow. I don't get Martin Luther King
sad.
Jr. Day off.
Sad.
It
Do you
is
get
so
President's
sad.
Day off either?
Nope.
Sad. Damn. Well, yeah, that's looking ahead. Okay, so did you have anything else or you were just talking about TikTok for
Oh,
your
I was
looking
just talking
ahead?
about TikTok so
Fair
far.
enough.
Well, that's not my looking ahead.
Oh,
That's
okay,
just
go
an
ahead.
update
That
in
was just a
space.
random, yeah, tangent we love. Okay. What are you looking forward
Okay.
to?
I am looking forward to the game where we're going to watch tonight. I'm
Yes.
excited. I hope that I get I think I want French fries. I think I want to get like a basket of fries when
Ooh,
we
that sounds
go.
so good.
Yeah, yesterday at Topgolf, somebody ordered fries and I asked if I could have one, and then Mara decided that she was going to feed me. So I was trying to
LOL.
eat my fry, and then she thought it was funny to just keep shoving fries in my
Oh
mouth.
my gosh.
And I was in the middle of a conversation too, and it was really funny. Like, you think it would be annoying, but it was like
Yeah.
she was doing it in a really funny way. And
Yeah.
I was literally in the middle of a conversation. There's just fries getting shoved
Oh
into
my
my mouth.
gosh.
But it
That's
made me
funny.
really want fries that I can actually enjoy
So
instead of
good.
having Mara shove them in my mouth. But
Mood.
it's funny. So I'm excited for French fries maybe tonight. I should have told you this too. This is I'm telling you I'm all over the
I'm
place.
excited.
So last week
Hmm.
I was finishing up my training at work and I fast
Yeah.
like all my stuff.
Yeah.
So I on Friday wanted to do like a little fun celebration.
Love.
And so Kyle and I bought the new Mario Party and
Oh, yes.
we were playing it on Friday and I'm excited
Yes.
to
What do you
maybe play
think?
it some more. I liked it.
It's fun,
We
right?
we only did like one of the boards
Yeah. What'd
because
you
we
do? Which
didn't
one? What did it look like? The caterpillar
remember.
one?
Yeah,
Or, okay. Yeah.
yeah,
That's like the basic first one.
yeah. I wanted to do the easy one first because I was
Yeah.
like, I don't
Of
know if I'm
course.
prepared to do any of the
Yes.
harder ones. But I'm excited to play more of the boards. We did
Yeah.
some of the two-player games where you like
Yes.
make Toad's
The factory.
items.
Yeah. Toad's
Yeah,
Item Factory. That's fun.
that was fun. But I'm excited to play it more. And we
Yeah.
got
There's
ice
so
cream and it
much.
was so fun. And
Oh,
we just
that's
had like a
so
little
fun.
at-home date. We
That's
did Chick-fil-A
cute.
ice cream and Mario Party.
Yum. Yeah, the Mario Party Jamboree I love. It's just so much more interactive than the old one, and there's so much more games on it. Like just
Yeah.
more stuff all around.
Yeah,
I
I
like
liked
it.
it. It was really
Fun.
fun. But I'm excited for that tonight. I'm also doing yoga today, which I'm excited for because my legs
Yeah.
are real sore and I need to go to yoga.
I've seen your
Um,
Strava and I'm like, oh my God, Marissa works out so much. I can't even like believe it. It's
I
honestly like every
know.
day. I'm like, holy shit.
I'm just dialed in right now. Don't
So good. I
worry.
love it.
It might uh go down a little bit, but who knows? I'm excited for that. And
Yeah.
then right before we record next, I am doing our January date night. So
Ooh.
in DC every year they have something called Restaurant Week, and I think
Mm-hmm.
it actually happens more than once,
Yeah.
but one of the places doing Restaurant Week, they usually do a prefix menu, so they like put all the items on the menu and you have to choose from those items. They are doing some of them at Michelin star restaurants.
Wow.
So me and Kyle are gonna go to a Michelin star
Wow,
restaurant
that's so fancy.
called Bresca, and it
Ooh.
is like it's actually on the last day of January, so like we
Yeah.
barely skated by, but we were busy every other weekend in January with like other
Damn.
predetermined plans. So I was like, okay, we're gonna
Yeah.
go the last day of January on Friday night, and we're going to go to our Michelin star restaurant dinner date
Wow.
night.
That would be really cool. I can't wait to hear the update on that.
I know. I think the menu is preset at $65, which isn't
Oh,
bad for
yeah.
like I think it's a
Super
three
fancy.
course meal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Heck yeah. That's fun.
But that's all I have on my looking ahead. I don't really have anything else
Yay.
planned.
It's a
And
slow time.
you know how every year January takes 400 years to get through?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's going
It
fast
is
this
going
year,
fast. It is. I
right?
didn't realize how late it was already.
Like
Yeah.
like the 20th is tomorrow. That's kind of
And
crazy to me.
surprisingly, I feel like I haven't done that much. I feel like I'm not that busy for it to go that fast, but it just
Yeah.
is.
Well, we have had plans every weekend.
Yeah.
Like the first weekend of January, I was sick, but Kyle ended up going to like the Capitals game. And then
Hmm.
the second weekend was my work party. This weekend was Brooke's birthday party.
Yeah.
And then next weekend, Kyle's on call all weekend. So that's the only
Dang.
weekend we don't have anything planned.
Yeah.
But I am planning on like, I was gonna record or edit the podcast today, but I was like, oh, I have all weekend
Yeah.
next weekend. So it's gonna be like a
Ooh.
stay-at-home slow weekend.
Wait, I think next weekend Angela's working too. That's so
Wow,
nice.
we're gonna be working at
Yeah.
the same time.
Wow, that's cool. I love that.
I'm
Wow.
excited to finally have a slow weekend though, and I know it's going to be
Yes.
frustrating from like Kyle's point of view. Even if he doesn't get called in, he's going to
Yeah.
like have that anxiety
Have to
sitting
worry
on his
about it.
shoulders.
Hmm.
But it'll be nice because typically his weekends on call, he usually just like sits down and plays Xbox because we can't really go
Love
anywhere.
it. Yeah.
And so that means like I'll probably read my book and like I'll sit here and I'll work on podcast stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm
Just
excited.
chill. Hmm.
Yeah,
That's nice. Wow. Okay. Well, I have not, yeah, I just have today and tomorrow. That's it. Like, I have no plans,
that's okay.
but it'll be
It's
good.
good.
Oh, speaking of fries, I pulled this up and I forgot. But speaking of
Fries.
fries, okay, I had the best fries of my probably of my life. And
Oh, Erica, I want
these
French
are
fries so
so good.
bad.
These were Cajun truffle fries with Cajun aioli, and they were
Mm.
spicy, and they were had Parmesan, and they were like the best fries ever. I had them in Kentucky for New Year's Eve, and I told my cousin Pam they like this restaurant. They go to there a lot. It's kind of like a American sports bar kind of thing, and I'm
Hmm.
like, dude, we have to come back every time. These are the best fries of my life, and they were like, I don't know, $5, like something cheap for like a big thing of fries.
The best French fries I've ever had was when we were in Salem and they had these
Ooh,
Parmesan truffle fries. And I've had
yes,
Parmesan truffle fries before.
yeah.
However, these ones at that one restaurant in Salem, it was like the
Oh,
Lone Wolf Cafe or something.
mm-hmm.
It was so good. And their little buffalo
Dang.
wings I got, oh, so
Sounds so
good.
good. I know I like the they're not like favorite top tier all time, but I do love the truffle fries at Town Hall. Those are really good.
Mm,
They're just a good fry. They're not like top tier, but they're still really
hmm.
yummy. I love a truffle fry,
I do
honestly.
too.
Well, it's time to dive in. I'm already out of breath.
That's
I'm like,
okay.
damn, but
Are
I
we gonna
wanted to
alternate? Are we gonna like
yeah,
go
I
down
think we
your
can
list?
alternate. I don't know. We both
Okay.
have different kind of topics, you guys, to go through,
Hmm.
and that's because I got a new planner. I'm so excited to show you guys. So if you're not right now, make sure you go and watch the video, okay,
Watch our
on
video.
YouTube or Spotify so you can see the visuals. I'm going to show you guys my new planner. It's very cute. I am a big planner girly and I've always bought the same brand. Like year after year, I just buy the same planner over and over. It's black, it's boring. And finally last year, I was like, wait, I'm not even using it. Like I didn't even like the sections anymore. I just didn't like how it was. So I'm like, we're starting the hunt. And I picked out so many, I could never find one. And then I came across this one on Amazon, you guys, and it's the best. So I'm going to show you. Anyways, all that to say, my new planner has like goals sections, which I love when a planner has that. So I filled it all out and I just, that's what I'm going to share with you guys. But this is my new planner, you guys. It's so adorable. They
I
have it in
like it.
black too. So it's like an all black cover with the flowers and it's really pretty. It says 24 on it. And
24.
sorry, it says 25 on it.
I was gonna say, I
So it
can't see
actually
the
isn't.
number, but I was
That's
like,
so
girl.
funny. No, it's like in cursive, so I don't know why. I just probably had habit. But no, it does say 25. It's the right year. Don't worry. And let me show you guys the inside. So on the first page of my planner, it has who does this planner belong to? And it has word of the year, which I was just covering with my hand. We'll get there.
Oh,
Maybe
I
I
didn't
should
see. I didn't
maybe I should
notice.
say that first. Should we do that first or last? What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like I like it
All
last.
right, I'll save it then. So then my planner has you can write a letter to yourself, which this is like one section I did not do. And then
Mm-hmm.
this was really cute. It has where you are and where you're going. So you rank
Mm.
each section of your life. So it has like personal growth, relationships, and you put it on a scale of 1 to 10 where you're at. So I filled it out on December 31st actually. And then at the end of the year on the back of the planner, it has the same exact thing and you rank where
Mm.
you're at the end of the year. And so I thought that was
Oh,
cute.
cute.
And then under that, it has things not to do. So it says we often think in terms of to-do lists, but what about not to-do lists? What can you stop doing to get closer to your goals? So I thought that was cute. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to read you guys everything, but I just want to show you because I think I'm not sponsored by the way. I just love this planner. I think it's really good. They have values. You choose like your values for the year. They have more and less, which I thought this was cute. So like things you want to do more, things you want to do less. I kind of related them. So I said like more rest and relaxation, less anxiety, more saving money, less spending frivolously, stuff like that. So that's cute. So, anyways, as we go through our little stuff, I'm going to show you guys my planner because I have it all filled out. I did calligraphy on it, which I was like having so much fun with. My new markers. I just love it. So, anyways, all that to say, I'm going to link my planner. And no,
Okay.
it's not sponsored. I just like it. So if you guys like it too, or you're looking for something, I got it. It was like $22 on Amazon. So I was pretty happy with that.
Hmm.
Anyways, so what should we start with? Because I mean, we can see each other's categories. We just have different categories, so might just have to go.
Yeah, I think that you're just gonna, well, do you want to start with your top five goals that you have written down here, or do you want to go into different sections first?
I will
Because mine is
do
just like, mine's all just
goals.
goals
Yeah.
and then like different categories of goals.
I'm going to show you guys my page. This is all my goals. It's actually a little bit chaos looking,
That's
but
okay.
they broke it into these special like little sections, which I think is nice. So I guess, yeah, I'll just do my top five goals to get us started, and then we can go to one of your categories. So
Okay.
first goal, actually, my first two goals are fitness. So maybe we'll just start there.
Oh, perfect.
So, my very number one goal is to get stronger and more fit and strengthen my bones. We're working on bone density in
Yay.
2025. I'm like,
Yeah.
could it be ironic that I broke a bone 2 years in a row doing activity? Yes. But could it also be that I need to strengthen my bones, work on the bone density, eat better, that kind of thing? Also, yes. It's expensive and it's annoying to break bones. So,
Hmm.
like, this year, that's really a goal for me and a priority is bone density gym routine and eating just better in general. Like,
Hmm.
not necessarily healthier, but like more, I don't know, vitamin
Greens.
rich and yeah, that kind of stuff. So I can just be better overall. So
Yeah.
that's my number one, and that's a fitness goal. It's my number one goal of the year. And my number two goal of the year, I'm really excited to share. And I hope Natalie and Kaden hear this. So Natalie showed this to Kaden too, but they inspired me. I want to do 2 half marathon rucks this year. I'm so excited.
Two.
Yes, I
That
love
means one
it.
on your own and one for
Yes.
Christmas.
Yep.
Okay.
I loved it so much. I was like, this is my new thing. You guys know I bought a rucksack if you listened to the last episode. If not, I did buy a rucksack from the WROC brand. And I'm really excited to get started. We're going to actually train, first of all. I'm going to
Hmm.
get in my bone density routine, second of all, because I cannot keep breaking stuff. So I'm like, how can I, enjoy this hobby or sport that I'm
Hmm.
liking without getting hurt because I just can't keep doing that. So we're going to do a summer ruck. So also, if you're in my personal life and you're listening to this and you want to challenge yourself or you want to join us, please just text me. Anyone's welcome to join us. It's going to be fun. Do I know if it's going to be here in Ohio or somewhere else? I have no idea. Hopefully it'll be here. We'll see. But we're going to do a summer ruck. I'm thinking probably June, just like split the year in half, basically.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do the Christmas ruck again, of course, which is really fun. But Angelo, Vernita, his sister, and AJ, his dad, and I are the four that have committed so far. So shout out to
Hmm.
those people. I'm really excited that Grace has never done something like this. I'm really excited for her. It's going to be cool. And we're just going to go on like little walks here and there, like a 1 mile, a 2 mile, a 3 mile,
Hmm.
and just carry weight and kind of train up. Because I did the
Yeah.
Christmas one without any training. So
I'm excited.
yeah. And I think
Are
that's my
you
most fitness ones.
are you going to be joining the lake trip adventure?
What is that? I don't even know what that is. So
Oh,
apparently not.
never
I
mind.
didn't get the invite.
That's okay.
That's really funny. But yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. Are you ready for mine? These are the ones that are most
Yes.
like number oriented or my
Okay.
fitness goals.
Yeah, I like that.
So I want to do 50 cycle bar classes this year,
Wow, that's really cool.
which means almost one a week. And I do have a
That's a
current
lot.
tally, and I've only been to one so far this year. So I'm already a
Ah,
little behind.
that's kind of how I feel. I do have another fitness goal actually I'll throw in later, but that's how I feel is like because I broke my foot, I've done nothing. And I'm like,
Hmm.
oh, I'm getting behind. I'm getting behind already. It's so
I know.
struggle.
But that is my first one. I think it's doable. I might have to do a couple, like multiple cycle bar classes a week here and there just to like catch up. But I do
Yeah.
want to do total 50 classes this year.
Yeah.
My next one, this
Crazy.
number is going to seem a little bit weird,
Okay.
but I promise it makes sense. I want to go on at least
Wow.
183 runs this year.
She says at least.
I know. And I know that that number seems weird, but I calculated it out, and 183 runs is equal to the half of the amount of days in a year.
Okay.
So I know I'm not going to be running every other day,
Right.
but I think that it will equal out to being about that many,
Yeah, that
if
makes
that makes
sense.
sense.
Hmm.
And so far, I have 6 runs this year.
Wow.
And then my next one, this isn't going to make any sense for anybody. And I feel like I hardly talk about this on the podcast, but I do bouldering twice a
Yeah.
week-ish with Kyle, which is where you just go and free climb on different routes at an indoor gym, like on the wall. And I want to be consistently climbing V4 to V6 boulders by the end of the year.
Ooh, okay, get it.
So I think the scale goes up to 10.
Yeah.
So it's like intermediate
Yeah.
boulders.
Ooh, that's a good one. These
Those
are
are all
good
of
fitness.
my, and I can climb some fours right now, but I want
Hmm.
to be able to consistently do it by the end of the year and
Yeah.
get some like harder ones. And our
Yeah.
gym does a color scale, so that like
Right.
every gym's different, but this would be blue boulders at my gym.
Nice. That makes it easy
Hmm
to like remember. Okay. So I'm just gonna finish my top five, you guys. So the first two were the
hmm
fitness ones I shared. My third goal for the year is to go on 4 trips. This is like a goal I keep every single year. I wrote go on 4 trips, and then I said one new U.S. state, one new country. That's kind of the goal.
Okay.
And new U.S. state has been a goal for a long time, and I've done it every year for like the last 5 years. I've visited a new state, which is really cool. New country is new to the list, so we'll
Yeah,
see
which
if
you
it
did last
happens.
year,
Yeah,
so
we're hoping for a Canada road trip this summer, but
hmm
you know,
it might
we've
not work
been there,
out.
done that. We've been there, done that as far as having the conversation of I don't know where I'm going to be and when. So we'll just see.
Yeah.
My fourth goal for the year is I want to, and this is like kind of harping on Marissa's goal from last year, I want to establish a great lineup of doctors that I really like and trust, is what I wrote. Because I
Aw.
have them, right? Like I have someone for everything, but doesn't mean I like them all. Like I tried last
hmm
year and I just found people and it's easy to just stay with someone because it's easy. But I want to find some new people this year that I
hmm
like a lot better because it's just not
Yeah.
fun to like I don't know. I don't like my primary care, so that doesn't make me want to go and get all my stuff done that I need to get done.
hmm
So there's that. And then my fifth goal of the year is to learn a song on my guitar that I can play all the way through.
Yay.
I feel like that's a good,
Yeah.
like, manageable goal, even if it's Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star or whatever. It's like a song. I want to learn it and be able to play the whole thing.
hmm
That's like a main thing. So
That's really
those are my
cool.
top five for the year. And then I have another section that's really small that
hmm
has a fitness. So I'll just do that really quick too.
Okay.
So this section in my planner is just called things to improve upon in the new year, which I thought was cute. So I wrote learning and playing my guitar, read more books than I did last year. I usually put a
hmm
number and I say 12 books, whatever. I just was like, let's just do more than last year. I don't want to be pressuring myself on it. And then my third one is average daily steps greater than or equal to 6,000. So
Okay.
you guys know in our whatever the episode a couple episodes ago where we talked about if we met our goals or whatever, that was one of them that I included is that I don't remember my average of steps. Maybe it was like 4,000 or something, daily average. So I just want to get my average up a little bit higher,
hmm
basically. So
That'll be cool.
more steps. And that's another one that I'm like, oh, January is going to drag my average down. So I have to get my ass moving
Mm.
next month when I can.
hmm hmm
Yeah.
Okay, my next section that I did was personal, and I think it's really funny that you started with saying at least 4 trips because that's literally my first one.
Yes. I
Go
love
on
it.
at least 4 trips.
It's the best way to do it.
And I think that we already have at least two in the works.
That's so exciting. Are
So
you
I'm
sharing what they
hoping that
are
we
or
can.
no?
Well, it's the lake trip that I was talking about
Oh, no,
earlier.
that's
So
fun. Is it a
it's
family?
going, yeah, it's going to visit
Fun.
Kyle's mom's lake house that should be done
Yay!
soon.
Yay! Wait, that's so exciting. That'll be cool.
And then I want to go, I don't know where yet, but I want to
Okay.
go on like an anniversary trip this year, like always.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I think I want to go to, I don't know. I want to go somewhere with mountains. Everything that I keep like bringing up is mountains. And I thought Arizona because I've never been there.
Oh, oh, I can't even say. I don't even have words. Yes,
I
that's
know.
everything. Love Arizona so much. I have a
I'm
fun
hoping.
update that I have not shared yet. I will in this episode, but the I want to tell you more about after. So
Okay.
just remind me. But mountains reminded me of it. If you go to Arizona, oh my gosh, go to Sedona. It's so
I know.
amazing.
I was thinking of staying
Wow.
there because it is like pretty central to everything.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it's about
really
2
beautiful.
hours from everything, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
We'll
it's
see.
worth. Well, that's fun. I love that. That's your
Um,
that's a oh personal goal.
yeah.
Okay,
And
got it.
then next would be go on at least one out of the house date a month because I think
Yes.
sometimes dates can be inside, but I do want to explore the area a little bit more. Like we've lived
Yeah.
here. I'm going on like it'll be 3 years in June that I've lived
Mm-hmm.
here. So I want to
Wow.
like I know where things are and like I know of a bunch of stuff and I'm definitely getting better, but I think that I would like to
Do
like
more.
force myself out of the house at least once a month to like go
Yeah.
somewhere new.
I feel the same way. Yeah.
And hopefully that means, well, I don't know if I even told you this yet. In like the second half of the year, hopefully I can do that with one of my friends from college that's moving
No
here.
way. Who is
Yeah,
it?
my friend Deja is moving
That's so
here
exciting.
because she is in the military for school and
Oh,
her
you
first
did
placement
mention
is going to
this.
be here.
Yes, you did mention this on the Rock. That's so exciting.
Yeah, and I'm really excited because she's
Yay.
gonna be moving here with her boyfriend, and
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm so excited. We were actually just talking about like maybe potential places to live, and I told her to like live in the town that we live in now because I really
Yeah.
like the area. And
Hmm.
she was like, "Well, you said you were moving, which is actually one of my other goals is to move out of
Yes.
our current apartment."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, we're not moving far. I just hope that it's somewhere a little bit bigger than where we're living now."
Yeah, yes, we're in the same boat there. I am so done with the size of my home. I'm ready to like upgrade a little bit. It's not working out anymore. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's not enough. That's a really good one. I'm so excited.
I know, and I'm
Moving.
hoping that
Hopefully it
means that
works
we can
out.
explore with her and then we can move and it'll be
Right.
fun.
Yeah, that'll be really nice.
My next one is read 15 books. I didn't quite get there last
Ooh.
year,
Yeah.
so I want to try again to read 15
Yeah.
books this year. I've already read one and I'm like halfway through a second, so I'm hoping that I'm on a good
Good
track so
track.
far.
Yeah. Yeah. I get in and out of the reading, like big chunks at a time, I feel like.
Yeah. And then the next one that I have written down is funny. It's build my Animal Crossing island a little bit more.
Yay! Oh, that's a fun goal. I like that. It's
And
so much work, but it's so fun.
I know I'm finally building like houses so that people can move there.
Fun.
Like I have three
Yeah.
that I'm building, but I keep getting frustrated because I still need to like learn some of the recipes and stuff and like
Oh,
collecting supplies and like cleaning up the
yep.
island a little bit is hard. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting there, but I
Yeah.
want to try and build it out a little bit more next year
Yeah.
or like this year.
That's fun. I love that. Cool. I love a video game
Um,
goal
I
because I'm
know.
so into gaming right now.
Really? What's your game right now?
Oh,
At
GTA.
GTA 5?
Yeah, GTA 5 is my game right now. It's so bad. I can't, we're like so addicted to playing. I just love that everyone plays together. I just think it's so fun.
Yeah. Are you
I love
excited
it.
for the new GTA to come out finally this year?
Yes, I am excited. However, I am not excited because it's only going to come out for Xbox and PlayStation, and we don't have
Mm.
either of the new Xbox or PlayStation. So, Angela's friend, who's big video game guy, big,
Mhm.
he was like, dude, it always takes them like a really long time to get to PC. Like, we're not going to be able to
Mm.
play on our computers for a long time. So I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much because I'm like, I'm not trying to go out and buy a brand new PlayStation for however, like hundreds
Mm.
of dollars just to play GTA like 6 because we don't even play any other games on it. So it just kind of
Well,
sucks.
you just have to come and visit us because we have two
Bet.
Xboxes. So,
Bet I'll buy GTA 6 and then you guys can just keep it and I'll just come play
yeah.
it.
And then you just
That would
come
be
here
so
like
good.
once a month and come and play.
Yes, that would be so fun. I'm excited about it. And the big, exciting thing is that there's going to be a girl story mode character, which is big
Mm.
for GTA. They don't have one. There's girls in the game, obviously, but they don't have like a main storyline of a girl. So that will be new in GTA 6. So Grace was saying she's most excited for that. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be
That
really
will be
cool.
fun.
So I'm excited. But anyways, that was a tangent to video game goals.
That's okay. My last personal goal is that I want to establish other self-care tasks other than working out,
Ooh.
and I want to be intentional about it. So
Ooh, I
this is
like
kind of
that.
like a two-part goal.
Yeah.
I like working out as a self-care task, but I want to think of something else.
Yeah.
And like that can be reading or that can be sitting down and watching a movie or like that can be I can't think of anything else right now, but
Yeah.
like it can be those things, but I want to be intentional and say that I'm doing that to like be like to do it as self-care because
Yeah.
I think
Not
sometimes I
just to
sit
do
down
it.
and I'm like, oh, well, like this is just one of my hobbies. I'm going to do it right now, but I don't think of it intentionally as like being
Yeah.
for self-care.
Yeah. No, I think that's a really good goal. I like that one.
Thanks.
All right. The next section I have, let's see. I have things to look forward to in the new year.
Hmm.
That's one of the sections. So I just have a couple small ones. So one thing is I was trying to kind of find a place in this new format to put all of my goals that I do every year. So for things to look forward to, I just wrote continuing our one date a month.
Hmm.
That you guys know we all do at this point. Love it. And that's like me and Angelo alternate, and those are out of the house dates, like basically exactly what Marissa said. So continuing that. And then my other thing to look forward to is moving and new adventure. I have some moving.
Hmm.
Oh
Oh
no,
no.
Erica's gone.
Erica's gone. She's back.
She's back. All right, fun times for the video people today. I kicked my cord. I don't know why it's so touchy. Anyway, moving and new adventure. Yeah, and I do have some moving updates to share with Marissa offline too, which is exciting.
Yay.
Not like super big updates, but fun ones
Yeah, but they
nonetheless.
are updates.
And yeah, moving a new adventure. I guess I'll go into my next section because they're also really small. For new things to try this year, I really liked this, and it was actually kind of hard to think about, but I wrote that I want to try to make homemade Cheez-Its this year because that's my favorite
Cheez-Its.
snack. Yeah,
Okay.
it's always been my favorite snack, and I've tried eating them since I've discovered my lactose intolerance, and I will like eat Cheez-Its only and then like take a break, and I can tell that that's what's making me sick,
Oh
and I don't
no.
know what's in there that doesn't agree with me because it can usually eat cheddar. All that to say, I want to try to make
Mm.
homemade in the new year. And I already did this. This is a check off the list. I did this.
Wow.
And they are so freaking fire, you guys. Angelo and AJ said that they think it's better than actual Cheez Its, like from the store. And then I have a
Hmm.
coworker who he said he's going to make them and he'll let me know how it goes. I'll show you guys a picture. I do have a photo of them, but they turned out amazing. I just like they're so easy. They're like barely any ingredients. It's just shredded cheese. I know it's hard to see you
Yum.
guys, but that's my Cheez Its. It's just shredded cheese, flour, butter, and salt. That's it.
Yum.
And I'm like, what the heck? And then you just bake in the oven and you put the little holes and then you put flaky salt on top and it's so good. And you can make
Oh.
them like I made them white cheddar, you can make orange cheddar, you can do flavors, whatever you want. But it was actually way easier than I thought. So that's been our
Aw.
new thing is we'll just like batch like a recipe of them and have them, which is really nice.
Yum.
New things to try, creating a gym routine. That goes
Hmm.
along with all my other goals, but I've never, ever, ever, ever in my life had a gym routine. I've barely ever been to the gym. I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I've been to a gym to use equipment like in my life. I tried in college, it just didn't stick. So that's a goal, obviously, because I need to get stronger. And then my third one is another food thing, a new thing to try is homemade sandwich bread. So
Oh.
I've done homemade bread and it turns out really good, but it's not ideal for sandwiches. It's like thick. It's like, more of like a sourdough loaf look. It's not actually sourdough, but the kind of make it looks like that. I've seen people online make sandwich bread, which, is like softer, like a loaf of bread from the store, basically.
Hmm.
I want to try to make that at home. I've never tried it before. So, yeah,
Aw.
that's
Yay.
my new things to try.
Yay. Okay. My last category is professional goals.
Ooh.
So, like I said earlier, I just finished a training at work.
Mm-hmm.
My training was broken up into two phases just because I am doing it on top of my other full-time job.
Yeah.
So, I want to be able to finish phase two of my training at work this year, which should be doable, but I know I am taking a break now before I start phase two. So, I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to kind of say, like, okay, I'm just going to say it's like going to be done by the end of the year.
I like that. Makes
My
sense.
next one is to get a raise, which should happen. We do performance
Yay.
reviews like every summer. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping by like June-ish, I know if I'm going to get a raise. And then I also want to get new headphones for the podcast. I don't know if anybody
Oh,
can
yeah.
see this, but my headphones are like flaking
Oh
off.
my gosh. Yeah.
And these are so old. They're like literally the first ever like edition of the
Beats.
Beats over the head
Yeah.
like headphones. I've had these since I think I got them for Christmas and I was like 13. Like I've had
Mm-hmm.
them forever.
Wow.
Work fine.
They
They work
lasted a long
good.
time.
Like I can hear myself, but I am getting annoyed that they like flake and they're like kind of falling apart. And I could probably just replace like these like cuff things, but I
Yeah.
think it might be time to level up.
Upgrade. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I like that that's like a little goal. That'll be a nice one to check off.
Yeah, I also want to set up a solid recording space because I know that this
Yeah.
isn't the most aesthetic area,
It's
but
hard.
I would like to set up a solid recording space, but that might have to wait until we move and we
Move. Yeah.
decide like where we're moving and then I can set
That'd be
up like
exciting.
actually something cute behind me instead of you seeing the TV and our little like curtains and our couch
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah. You know what you should do is on the TV, put one of our episodes on, but put it on mute, the video episodes.
Oh,
It's
that
like a
would be
little ad in
funny.
the background. No, that's
Yeah.
fun. I think that'll be cool when you have more space. That'll be really,
Hmm.
really fun to do.
Yeah, and then my last goal is to grow the podcast and I'm keeping it vague like we did
Yes.
last year just
Yeah.
because I don't want to put any like constraints
Yeah.
on it. I just want to be able to see growth.
Growth. Yeah, we don't know what it means, I feel like. Like growth can come in different ways. So last year
Hmm.
a lot of our growth came from our content and our listenership. Our listenership did for sure grow last year too, but the content surprised me as that being the growth
Yeah.
area. So I feel like it's nice to leave that one vague. It makes
Yeah.
sense.
I agree.
Cool. Okay, I have only one more section. I deleted a couple sections that I felt like I don't need to share. They'll just be personal goals, but
Okay.
um I have a bucket list. So I thought this was cute. They added a section for a bucket list and I thought this was fun to do more like shoot for the stars kind of goals. Like
Mm-hmm.
bucket list, as in like these are really out there, but they could be really fun. Some of them are out there, some of them are not. Whatever, you'll get the point. First one is moving. That's just on
Mm-hmm.
the bucket list because it's going to happen anyway. I'm like, I can check it off and I'm excited about it. Second one, buy a Ford Transit. That's been on the list for years. It'll keep
For
being on the
years.
list and we still want to do it. It's still there. And of course, it's a bucket list because it's like, I don't know. I don't see how that could happen, but I would love it too. So I got to write it
Mm-hmm.
down. I guess bucket list is kind of like the manifestations in a way. This is a really exciting one. This is the one I want to talk to you about offline too. But
Okay.
bucket list for this year for me and Angelo is to buy another house. So I've
Okay.
kind of talked about it here and there, but like we actually really want to do it. So that's on the list. Get a raise. I got to check that one off. I actually wrote that before I did, which is really crazy.
Wow, that's cool.
I love that. Monetize my YouTube channel. Of course, that's been on the list, but my YouTube channel is doing better than ever in my life. So thank you if you
Yay.
watch. I'm very excited about it and it's going really well. So hopefully I can monetize that this year. That would be awesome. Go on another cruise bucket list. I just loved the cruise. I had a great time and I would love to do that, especially like with friends or something or family.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's really exciting. I was at my cousin Pam's for New Year's. I told you guys this. And I was with my cousins Sydney and Madeline. They're younger. So Sydney's in college. Madeline's a senior in high school, maybe? Yeah, I think she's a senior. I don't know. Anyways, Madeline and I both really love country music specifically. And it was New Year's Eve. Everyone was like playing games and stuff, and no one wanted to watch the ball drop. And I was like, that's fine, but I want to watch the Nashville thing, like the Nashville country
Mm-hmm.
music ball drop. They drop a music note. I didn't know that until I turned it on. But anyway, I was like, Madeline, do you want to watch this with me? She's like, yes. I was trying to find what station of the TV it would be on. Did I tell this story? I
No.
hope okay. I was like, wait, did I tell this 2 episodes ago? Okay, good.
No, I haven't
I
heard the
was,
story yet.
okay, good. I was looking for what station is this on, like on TV. So I was Googling Nashville, whatever, New Year's Eve. I can't remember what it's called. And I clicked on it. They have a website for it. And I clicked on it and it was like, this is a free event at the Centennial Park in Nashville. It's like free. So you can actually just show up to it, just like the ball drop in New Year's Eve. I just never expected it, but you can just show
Yeah.
up and watch all these country singers perform live. It's like Jelly Roll, Post Malone, like everybody was there, everybody and their mother. And so I was like, that's so fun. So bucket list is Nashville for New Year's Eve with my cousin Madeline. I think
Oh,
that'd be
that'd be
so
fun.
fun. She won't be able to
Yeah.
drink, but she'll at least be old enough to go with us to everything. Like she can go into the
Uh-huh.
bars and stuff. She'll be 18. So I'm like, that would be super fun. So that's my goal
Yeah.
is that I want to take her. We almost went. Like my cousin Pam lives in Kentucky. It was only about 4 or 5 hours from Nashville. I was like, if my foot wasn't broken, I'd take you right now. We would literally just leave and go because
Mm-hmm.
it sounds so fun.
That would be
So
really
yeah,
fun.
two more bucket list things. These are like more of the simpler ones that I think I can accomplish. One is to go skiing. Angela went skiing and I couldn't go. And I was
Mm.
so jealous, so sad. So I really would like to go skiing this year. And then the other one that I know will get checked off and I'm really excited about, I will pay off my student loans this year. I'm shitting
Yay.
myself.
Oh, wait, I have an
It.
update on student loans. So I
Sweet.
was a part of the SAVE plan,
Yeah.
and that is like inevitably like they decided to discontinue the SAVE plan,
Oh, okay.
which is one of the income-driven repayment plans.
Yeah.
And so I was a part of that. And so that means that my student loans are in forbearance until September of this year. So
Wow. Oh
I
my
will be
gosh.
I they've been in forbearance since September of last year too.
Wow.
And they expect to be able to get everybody numbers by December. So I'm not going to make any interest on my student loans this year at all.
Wow. That's so crazy.
I know. But
That's
that's
awesome.
insane. You're going to be able to pay them off.
I know I'm literally shitting myself. The only reason this is possible, you guys, is because as soon as I got out of college, I got a financial advisor and he said, you should pay $500 a month to your loans if you can. And I was like, that's a lot of money. And he's like, I know,
Mhm.
but I think you can do it. So that's just been a big expense every month is that I just put, like, I feel like I'm just throwing money at it. It's honestly
Mhm.
painful, but it worked because now I'm 4 years out of college. I will be 4.5 years out of college when they're done, which is very not possible for a lot of people. So I'm just really excited
Yeah.
about it. I'm like, that's going to be really, really, it's going to feel really, really good. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about
I
that.
I'm excited too because since I haven't been paying interest on my loan since around September, I've really
Yeah.
seen a big dip in like the like or like my total that I
Yeah.
owe.
Yeah.
And
Oh, for
I have
sure.
one student loan that has a real like a 2% higher interest rate than my other ones.
Right.
And there's only about $3,000 left on that one. So I think that if
Yay.
I can just pay that one off by the end of the year
Yeah.
and
That'll be
maybe like get rid of
huge.
them one by one, because I pay $300 and I pay more towards the one that has the higher
Right.
interest rate.
Same.
But since they don't have interest rates right now, I'm thinking maybe I can just pay off individually because I have four different loans. Maybe I can pay them
Right.
off individually since I won't be getting interest on them this year.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I do the highest interest rate first too, and that's really helpful too because it's exciting once you see it get down to something manageable. Like once you see the
Hmm.
total, it's like, oh, you only have like 1250 left on this loan. It's like, so close. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
that's
like
exciting.
1250, while that's a lot of money, you could do that in one
And
payment.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Like it's just it feels so good. So,
Hmm.
I'm excited about that. And my teeth are done, which you guys know I finished paying for my Invisalign, so it's starting to feel really good that I have lower payments all around.
Yeah, which will be good when like with moving costs upcoming and
Yes, I
everything.
know. That's so true. Yeah. And hopefully moving out of this house and getting some rental income. Like, yeah,
Hmm.
hope things balance out soon.
Yeah, it would be so fun. I'm so excited for
Yeah,
you.
I know. I'm so excited.
Okay, do you have anything else before we do our words of the year?
No, we're pretty aligned. I'm ready.
Okay, so I know last year I was super passionate about my word of the year, and
Yeah.
Erica was maybe not as passionate about her words of the year, and
Yeah.
I think it's switched this
We
year.
flopped. We flopped. I felt like so like I almost felt this year and I maybe you felt this way last year. This year I felt like my word came to me. I feel like I didn't pick it
Mm,
out. I feel like it
hmm.
came to me. It just was in my head and I was like, "Oh, that's it. Easy."
Yeah,
Last year I felt like I had to really search for a word.
yeah. I think I feel that way too. I think that growth still really does resonate with me, and I think
Oh,
that I would
yeah.
like to use that as sort of a life motto because I
Oh, love
think
that.
that
Yeah.
thinking about growth and like growth in all aspects this year was like super helpful, and it helped me feel determined to grow, which
Yeah.
I like, and it gave me the motivation to do better in all aspects of my life, which is something that I think that I could use throughout a
Mm-hmm.
lifetime, not just over 1 year. And I
Right.
heard something on another podcast too about somebody choosing a word for a month too.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
they have a word for the year, but they also, or even it was like every day they wake up and
Yeah.
they think about a word of the
Like a new
day, or they think about
focus.
a word for the week or the month or whatever, and use
Mm-hmm.
it like incrementally like that. And I think I like that
Me too.
too.
Yeah, I like that too. I
But
actually do like I used to do this every month. I would pick a new quote for that month as
mm,
just like this
mhm,
is my focus for the month. And actually in my new planner, it did that for me. Like it has a
mm,
quote every month. So I like that idea of a word of the month. That's cute.
yeah. And I'm not sure what there will be. I don't have
Yeah.
one specifically for January right now, but I think that it could be a kind of a different way at looking at it. And like
Yeah.
maybe we could share them in like the first episode of the year if we, or the first episode of every month, because
Yeah, if we're
maybe we
ready.
have one, maybe we don't. Like I want it to come to me.
Yeah. I
I
agree.
don't want to like make it
Have
feel
to search
forced.
and yeah, exactly.
But I
I like
do
that.
think that I have a general like theme that I want for the year, but I can't think of
Yeah.
a word that goes with it.
Maybe
So
you guys can help us. If you can think of a
yeah,
word that makes sense for this. Marissa had one, but she forgot it. And we've been trying to think of it this whole time and can't
yeah.
think of it.
So the word that I wrote down first was heal.
Yeah.
And like some of those are personal things, some of them are like literally just like healing my body. I'm going to be doing a lot of physical things this year. I really want to push
Mm-hmm.
myself in my running journey because I'm looking forward to like running more in the future. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of like heal that way, like even just
Yeah.
being like kind to my body and like letting it recover well.
Yeah.
And I can't think of the word that I was thinking of yesterday when I wrote this down, but the other word that I wrote down is restore. So
Yeah.
like restore my body, restore my like I don't know, like my personal
Yeah.
things, like restore everything in that, but also like healing myself
Mm-hmm.
and my
Healing
body
energy.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
And
that.
that's the kind of vibe that I want, but I can't think of a word that encompasses that.
Yeah. Let us
And
know, you
it's
guys.
hard.
We've been trying to think of it, but let us know and leave a comment if you can think of it. And then also, of course, like comment below on Spotify. There's the comment section or on
Hmm.
YouTube and comment your word of the year too. So we get a little bit more inspiration. Maybe we could like all exchange some words and use each other's words of the year for our words of the month or whatever.
Yeah.
That would be really cute. But um, I don't know if you were not mentioning this on purpose or if you forgot, but did your therapy go well? With your new
Yeah.
therapist, did you like them?
Yeah, I think that maybe we're not meshing super well
Okay.
yet, but
I had that too.
there's only
Yeah.
two appointments in so far, and I don't know if I should keep going with her. Like I want to keep
Yeah.
trying, like I'm not ready to like go away from her yet,
Yeah.
but I feel like she gives me like homework and stuff, and some
Mm-hmm.
of the questions on the homework are like, are you using any therapy skills? How often are your therapy skills coming to mind?
Yeah.
And I don't know if she's given me any skills yet,
Yeah. Yeah.
which
That makes
is
sense.
which is
Like,
fair because
oh,
we did just meet, but I'm like, I could use some skills to like make sure that I'm working on and
right.
focusing on. So
No, that makes sense.
I don't know if like maybe she's not the kind of person to give those away right away,
Yeah.
or I don't know if I just need to like continue a little bit more because I've only had
Yeah.
two appointments, so
That makes
I don't
sense.
know.
I kept going with my first therapist for like quite a long time before I switched. And then I was like, I don't know why I did that because once I switched, I was like, wait, I love this girl. The girl I have
Hmm.
now, I love her. I was like, wait, we could be friends in real life. And that's what I like about it. Cause I'm like, oh, it's way more comfortable, I guess,
Yeah.
to talk to her. But no, that's
Yeah.
good.
And I feel like I have a lot of things that I'm like talking with her about that like I know that I want to like heal with
Yeah.
and heal
Yeah.
from and like stuff like that. And I just need to figure out how to do it. And I'm not sure if I'm there yet.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. My first one, I feel like my first therapist, I was like, just, yeah, I guess uncomfortable. I was like, I actually don't even want to tell her my problems. I'm like, I'm not
Hmm.
comfortable with her as a person. So that was hard, but I found my right fit, which is good. So if you guys are in
Yeah.
therapy and you're not loving your therapist, there's still hope. You can
Yeah,
look
and
for
I
somebody
don't like
else.
I'm such an open book about
Yeah.
these things anyways. Like I'll talk to anybody on the street if they ask me any
Yeah.
questions about anything. Like I'm
Mood.
not like ashamed by anything that I'm talking to her about. So
Yeah.
like I tell her everything, so it's not that I'm not like scared to tell
Yeah.
her my problems, but I feel like she's maybe not the best at like asking questions. And she even told me that.
Right.
She's like that's one of the things that I'm working on is like I'm a very good listener and
Oh,
very good at
interesting.
helping you through your things, but I'm
Hmm.
not very good if you're like being a little cagey at asking you to like
Ooh,
come out with
I
it. And
don't
I
like
was like
that. Yeah.
and I was
I
like,
don't,
that's okay. But she did say
yeah.
she's working on it. So, like, maybe we can work together on it.
Yeah. I don't like bringing stuff up personally. Like, I'm like, I want you to pry the information out of me, basically. So, my
Hmm.
girl, kind of the same thing. Sometimes she thinks I'm doing really well, and I'm like, well, it's just because I'm not telling you everything. And it's so bad
Hmm.
because that's the point of the therapist. I'm like, you're supposed to.
Yeah.
But sometimes I don't want to like just bring stuff up. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, tangent. Love a tangent. But
Yeah.
okay. I love those words of the year. I feel like those are really good. And they kind of work well with growth.
Yeah. I think so. And I like I said, I'm still gonna use growth in like everything this year too. But I also want to be like intentional about like being nice to
Yeah.
myself too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I love that. My word of the year. Drum roll. I'm really excited. I feel like it came to me and I was like, wait, that's it. I said it actually during my goals. My word of the year is adventure. I think it just fits
Aw.
so well. It makes sense. Everything this year is like it's just happening to me, honestly.
Hmm.
Like I haven't planned anything for the whole year, you guys know, or if you don't know, my boyfriend Angelo is in the military and there's just a lot this year that we don't
You
have
can't
answers for.
plan.
You can't plan at all. It's just like it will happen to you when it happens to you and you have to be ready. That's the only option you get. And so instead of being kind of my personality and being like anxious and nervous and like turning into a ball of anxiety about like I don't know what's happening or when or planning whatever. I'm kind of letting it go and I'm doing really well at that for some reason. I don't know
Good.
why. Like it's so unlike me, but I'm just letting go and thinking, wait, actually this is going to be an adventure. I think it's cuz I know there's the beach involved. For other things I know there's some mountains involved. It's like I know the areas of the country that these things take place and I'm excited about them. So I think that's
Hmm.
why I'm able to let go and be like, okay, when it does happen, like I'm going to be a go with the flow girl this year. Like, I'm just excited. It's going to be a new adventure. Angela will be with me the whole time, so it will be fun. Our friends have all expressed excitement about visiting us at different
Hmm.
places, so I know that will happen. I know our family will visit us. Like, people who are reliable, like, I guess, like friends and family who I know I can rely on are saying, like, yes, we will. We will come visit. We will hang out with you guys. Like, I feel good about it all. So I'm able to let go of the anxiety a little bit and yeah, be adventurous. I'm really
Yeah.
excited. I think there's a lot of fun stuff coming this year for me. But
Being the person
yeah.
that moved away, it's very exciting when somebody expresses interest in coming to visit you at your new
Yes.
location because I feel like this is something that I'm still struggling with a little bit since moving here is like
Yeah.
I can always go back
To
home
everybody.
and see
Yeah.
people, but it means a lot when somebody goes out of their way to come and visit you
Yes.
because of course you're going to come back to your hometown. That's
Yeah.
where your family is. You're going to come back to where your roots are. You're going to come and
Exactly.
visit, but it means a lot and it like it means like so much like more than anybody could ever know when you express interest in coming to visit and
Yeah.
it can get a little frustrating and a little like saddening and make you feel a little bit isolated and lonely when people really don't express that interest.
Yeah. Yeah. Or and I feel like too, even already I'm noticing this or like thinking about this when like I said, someone who's unreliable says it, you know, like like I have friends and I have family and people who get really excited and they're like, oh my gosh, yes, of course I'll come visit you. And I think in my head, like,
You don't
really
have the
though, like
means
you
to make
haven't
that
done it. Yeah,
happen.
you don't have the means to make that happen, or you haven't done that in the past to come visit me even 2 hours away in Columbus, you
Hmm.
know, like, so it makes it hard already just to think about that. I actually saw a Instagram reel. I always call everything a TikTok, by the way. Like, I'm not on TikTok. I haven't been on TikTok for probably 3 years. I still call everything a TikTok that's short form. I
Yeah.
saw an Instagram reel of this woman, and she was like, she was saying, military wives looking for all the family that said they were going to come visit at our new location. And she's just like looking around and
Mm,
there's no one anywhere. And I'm like, yeah, it is scary. And that is a reality. And I can't be that mad about it either. It's very hard. Like, it's not easy. It costs money. It takes time. It takes planning to have someone come multiple states away. But I do look forward to the people that will be coming. And I know there will be
yeah.
some. And that's enough.
But even in like thinking about that, like you think about how much time and money and
Yeah.
like responsibility it takes for somebody to come and visit you, even if you're going back to visit family in your home state,
Yeah.
it takes just as much
Oh,
effort
that's
from your
so
point of
true.
view too. And
Yep.
that's something that makes me feel like maybe a little isolated or lonely when I'm like
Yeah.
maybe I make all the effort to come and visit you, but sometimes like the
Mm-hmm.
effort isn't returned. And I think that like maybe it's not returned because financial or like
Right.
PTO requirements and stuff. Like I know I can't go and visit everybody because of my
Yeah.
PTO stuff, but it's hard sometimes to not make that comparison.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. It's so true. And I'll be interested to see what happens because I'm going to be new to this world. I'll have
Yeah,
to take Marissa's advice
I
on
know.
moving, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be cool. We'll
It'll be
see.
a lot of fun
It'll
and
be adventure.
you'll be so excited for your new adventure.
Yeah, I am. I think it's going to be really nice. Ooh, do my feet smell? That's so weird.
Oh, well, good
Don't
thing this
mind
isn't
me. I
smell-o-vision.
know. Yes, smell-o-vision. Yeah, so that's our New Year goals and manifestations. Is there any? Well, let me see. I want to see if I wrote anything else. A lot of my goals this year kind of revolve around getting off my phone. I've been so phone
Mm.
addicted, and I think that's because it's winter time. And when I get
Mm.
sad, I go on my phone to distract myself from my reality of being depressed in the winter. So I know it's that, but I've got to get off because it does not feel good to be on my phone all the time. Like I'm really on it way too much. So a lot of my stuff is kind of about that, getting
Yeah,
outside more and getting off my phone more.
love to get outside more.
Yeah, that's a big thing on my list too. And I think the rucking is going to help a lot with that. And I'm just excited to ruck. I can't believe it. It's like my newfound passion. So, again, shout out to Nat and Kaden, but really everybody who was in the Christmas ruck because that was just fun. Like, I just had a good time.
I'm
So,
excited for you to grow in that journey.
yes, me too. Can't wait. I'll keep you guys posted. And like I said, if you are like, oh, I kind of want to do a ruck with Erica, like, hit me up. You can come. Like, anybody's welcome. It will be super fun. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, yeah. Anything
I'm
else?
all done. I
I'm all
don't have
done.
anything else.
Here we are, another hour later. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really like going through our goals because also it usually gives me ideas. Some of my goals I thought of this year, I was like, oh, wait, I think Marissa put that last year. And I was able to, like,
Mhm.
make it into my own or whatever. So hopefully you all have some ideas too. And like I said, even though we're late this year, I know it's Valentine's week. It's also like we're big goal people in general. You guys know that if you've watched us for a couple years and we stay pretty consistent and check in with ourselves throughout the year. So I think, put on the calendar like a mid year check in so we can check in with you guys and ourselves. So if you're keeping a goal this year, even if it's just one goal, keep it in mind every month and, like stay with us. Stay with us. Like halfway through the year, we'll check in with each other. We're going to check in with you guys too. So
Mhm.
keep your goal in mind and we can all kind of be accountability partners, buddies,
Yeah,
which is really cute.
it is
So,
cute.
yeah, I guess that's it. I guess we are saying goodbye. So, I have to tell you to follow us everywhere, okay? Not on TikTok because it died, but
It died.
imagine if it's not dead by now. Like,
I
imagine if it
know.
came back by
Imagine
now.
I open up my phone after this
It's
and
just
it's not,
there.
it's there and it works.
Yes. Well, as far as we know, TikTok died. So follow us on Instagram at We Run on Coffee and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, the We Run on Coffee podcast YouTube channel. And even if you don't watch on there, we'd love if you hit subscribe anyway. And yeah, it just helps us a lot.
It does.
If you're on Spotify, definitely follow our show. I know that following is a thing. And then if you're on Apple, download our episodes. I think
Hmm.
that's all the things. It's really hard to remember.
It
Every
is.
platform has their own special little quirks,
It
but
does.
go ahead and do that. If you need to email us for any reason, you can email us anything at all. Seriously, anything besides like a virus on my computer or something. Like, don't send me that. And
Yeah, don't send me that.
don't send me that. But you can email us any stories, ask for advice. You can give us episode ideas. You can also just DM us on Instagram, anywhere. We'll read it.
Hmm.
So
Of
please reach
course.
out. And finally, if you're on Spotify, please swipe up on today's episode and vote in the poll. And also, last thing, leave a comment of your word of the year. I think
Yes,
that's everything. I know it's a
I
lot
think
of
it
stuff you
is.
got to do, you guys, but really, most importantly, tell us your word of the year because I really, really, really want to hear them. And I feel like last year, actually, we got a lot of responses and I made
We
that little
did.
word chart that had like everybody's word. So I would definitely love to do that again. So
Hmm.
tell us your words so you can be featured in our little post, which will be really
Yay.
cute.
It will.
So that's all for now, and we will see you guys next week. And with that, I'm Erica.
And I'm Marissa.
And
And
we
we
run
run
on
on
coffee.
coffee.
Adios.
Bye.